Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I will explain episode 1 of the new Korean drama My Man is Cupid. The episode starts with Sang-hyuk on top of a building aiming his sniper at a man coming out of a restaurant after a date with a woman. He shoots the man and we understand that it is the advanced Cupid arrow and the couple instantly falls in love. Back at his place, we see 3 other fellow Cupids, one transformed into a dog bickering with each other. During dinner, one of the Cupids yells at fellow Cupid Donggu for not properly shooting Cupid arrows as it tends to reduce the gold tint in their arrow which will allow them to return to their normal lives. During the argument, they immediately turn to Sang-hyuk and a flashback is shown. 500 years ago, when Dong-gil aimed his arrow and shot it at Sang-hyuk, it missed. Just then, Sang-hyuk ran towards the court lady who was about to get hit by real arrows and he protected her, taking in all the arrows in his back. This ultimately burned all the Cupid's wings and since Dong-gil shot the arrow, he was transformed into a dog. With this, it's understood that until they make their arrow get back its golden color, their wings will remain burned. During the night, 2 Cupids believe that the court lady was reborn again in different forms. The action shifts to the following day at an animal clinic where Mr. Andre proposes to Baek Ryan. However, her staff discusses how every man she dates gets hurt violently. Through a flashback, Baek Ryan had her first boyfriend at 9, who fell and got hurt. At 17, her boyfriend got struck by lightning. All other subsequent boyfriends got harmed, which made her stop dating, and since then, she has been feeling lonely. We also learn that Baek Ryan is an orphan, making her loneliness worse. Meanwhile, Baek Ryan is on top of the mountain, seeking forgiveness from a deity. Through a flashback, the scene shifts to Baek Ryan and her friend visiting a tarot leader. He discloses to Baek Ryan that she committed a grave sin in her past life and must seek forgiveness. He then instructs her to go to the mountain and ask for mercy for 1,000 days while facing the east side to meet a man who will change the future. As they leave, the tarot leader tells them that he sees 3 people dead and several injured. Once they walk out, they witness an accident where 3 people die, as the man had told them. Baek Ryan returns only to find the man missing and a lady seated, claiming she's the owner. Presently, Baek Ryan is leaving the mountain, she meets Sang-hyuk and is struck by his charming appearance. She even wonders why Sang-hyuk looks better than her. Sang-hyuk goes to the same spot where Baek Ryan seeks forgiveness and seems lost in thoughts. He's conversing with a small boy who asks him what love is. To Sang-hyuk, love is a curse, advising the boy to love while he gets old. Elsewhere, Baek Ryan wonders if Mr. Right truly exists. She's enjoying the meal with her friend and says she has hiked the mountain for 993 times. Sang-hyuk and his fellow Cupids are taken care of by a person whose ancestors have passed down the job to each generation since they know the identity of these Cupids. That night after finishing his work, Sang-hyuk prepares to leave but sees a car parked in front of his. He checks the nearby restaurant and meets the drunk Baek Ryan. Once Baek Ryan sees Sang-hyuk, she lightens up and calls him honey. Unfortunately, she collapses beside him. The restaurant owner assumes him as the young lady's boyfriend and asks him to pay the bill and take her. In the meantime, a woman searches for her dog and finds it sniffing on the ground, only to find corpses. The cops establish that the corpses were of the missing polka dot women from 1993. Jong-ah and Dahee's remains were found where Sang-hyuk frequently visited the mountain. On the other hand, Baek Ryan wakes up in a police station where Sang-hyuk left her since he didn't know what or where to take her. Sang-hyuk receives a call informing him about Jong-ah. He visited the National Forensic Service Center and was notified that anything that could have been used as evidence was severely damaged. However, through a flashback, Sang-hyuk remembers his last moment with Jong-ah and vividly recalls the white scarf she always had. He is sad to know that she was kidnapped and shallowly buried in the woods, where he passed by countless times. He breaks down, knowing he couldn't save the woman he loved. After her mountain visit that evening, Baek Ryan visited the restaurant to learn what transpired that night. The restaurant owner told her about the man, but Baek Ryan cannot vividly remember who he was. She befriends Un Seo at the restaurant, and they depart after spending a good time discussing about fate and love. However, we see someone looking at the woman from a distance and it's unsure whether she left for her home safely. As Sang-hyuk leaves for home, he sees a man abandon his dog on the road. He tracks and blocks his car and shoots him. The man is reborn as a good person and takes his dog back. The next day, the staff at the animal clinic gives Baek Ryan a ticket to a cupid exhibition, the same as Sang-hyuk received from his carer. That night, Sang-hyuk and Baek Ryan met at the exhibition and recalled the night he took her to the police station. However, Baek Ryan curses cupids, claiming she is not lucky when it comes to love life. Baek Ryan expresses her willingness to feel loved and wishes to get just one love cupid arrow. Amid their conversation, she recalls that it's Sang-hyuk who took her to the police station. He realizes she doesn't have the red thread when he scans her. Sang-hyuk stares at her, but she requests he not fall in love with her lest he gets hurt. Baek Ryan starts smelling him around because he smells nice. The two have passionate eye contact. See you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.